and today I'm going to be giving you my K-pop beginners playlist. I was tagged by the wonderful Matt on Vingle to do this challenge, and I totally could have just done a card for that on there, but you know, where's the fun in that? I also know that it's supposed to have like 5 to 10 songs on the playlist, but you know, I picked 20, but I guess the way that the songs are organized, it makes sense. You don't really have to listen to this as a playlist. It's more of like a guide for your introduction into the Korean pop music world. When I was challenged for this, I immediately thought of finding artists that match the same sounds as popular English-speaking artists today. I'm not including any of the classic groups like Suju, SHINee, Big Bang, 21, U-KISS, and I'm also not doing anything about BTS in this. I know, oh my god, Annie, you like love BTS. That's amazing that you're not mentioning them in this video at all. I did that because, like I said, I'm focusing on popular English-sounding groups, if that makes sense, so that you can kind of get their foot in the door, because I think if they're classic, they're gonna find it anyway if they're like invested in K-pop. I did that because I'm focusing more on K-pop artists similar to today's popular English-speaking artists to sort of get their foot in the door, and once they're hooked, then you can show them the Bonamana and the Genie and the Neverland. And there's no BTS because I didn't feel like they're really that important enough to get on this playlist. Yeah, kind of weird for me to say. But honestly, I would really only show BTS to people that were like super into hip-hop, and from my experience, I'm pretty sure there's like a 75% chance that they would just write BTS off anyway. I'm rambling now, so we're just gonna get into the playlist. My arm movements are so weird, I'm so sorry. If you like Ed Sheeran, I think you'll like Eddie Kim. He only has a handful of songs that aren't stripped down to a guitar and his voice. It is wonderful. His lyrics don't often get as cheeky as Ed Sheeran's, unless you count Darling, but the sound is there. Ed Kim, huh, it's like Ed Sheeran but Eddie Kim, huh? See, the name even matches. Anyway, the songs that I have on this playlist from Eddie Kim are The Manual and 2 Years Apart. If you like Beyonce, you'll like Lee Hyori and Ailee. Everyone calls Ailee the Korean Beyonce, and voice-wise, that's not really a far-off statement, but I really think Korean Beyonce is Lee Hyori. Ailee gives me Beyonce confidence though, so that's why she is also on this playlist under the Beyonce category. Lee Hyori's song is Bad Girls, and Ailee's song is I'll Show You. If you like One Direction, you'll like VIX, B2B, and B1A4. There's so many VIX songs on this playlist because there are so many different VIX sounds, so I just put like, 4 songs on here from VIX, and they are Great You, Rock Your Body, Say You, Say Me, and Voodoo Doll. I affectionately call B1A4 the One Direction of K-pop, and hopefully no one leaves out of that group because I'll be heartbroken. That would be so bad. Anyway, the song that I picked from B1A4 is amazing. B2B, to me, is the most boy bandiest of boy bands in K-pop, so they're on here. And the B2B song I picked is Wow! That was a really bad impression of that, but you know what? It's okay. If you like Fifth Harmony or Meghan Trainor, you'll like Speak Up, Brown Eyed Girls, Mamamoo, and FX. Speak Up and Mamamoo have the same vocal style that Fifth Harmony and Meghan Trainor does, but FX and Brown Eyed Girls have the kind of classic girl group feel that Fifth Harmony has. On this playlist we have You Don't Love Me from Speak Up, Sixth Sense and Kill Bill from Brown Eyed Girls, Mr. MMO or Mr. Ambiguous, depending on what you want to search, from Mamamoo, and Red Light from FX. If you like 5 Sauce or 5 SOS, I don't even know, and other cute boy bands with instruments, you'll like Jung Joon Young, FT Island, and CN Blue. I know Jung Joon Young isn't actually a part of a boy band, but he's cute and he plays an instrument, so he's on here in this section. Yeah. His song is Teenager, FT Island's song is I Wish, and CN Blue's song is I'm Sorry. Led Apple also gets an honorable mention, but that's really for the Music Note cover series, and since those songs are covers, and I don't really like their actual songs, sorry, they're not on this playlist, but they have talent. If you like Adam Lambert, you'll like Jokwon. And I really picked Adam Lambert because I just wanted to include Jokwon in this because I feel like he's really important and I love him. And like, I could seriously do an entire video about why I love Jokwon's 2012 solo era. And I might. Probably not. Just let me go into a little tangent about the I'm the One music video. Jokwon is king, and he holds spectacular dance parties with his subordinates, according to the music video, who include BTS, Jungkook, and J-Hope. And the peasants are suffering in the streets while that's happening. Then he gets his kingdom taken away by his evil assistant and his henchmen, who are BTS, V, and Jin. And then he gets the kingdom back a year later and just fucking heals someone's broken leg, and that someone is Suga, with his majesticity, if that's even a word. Those are my life goals. Being so magical that I heal broken bones and people's ailments. Like, Yes. And the music video is pretty much just like a giant game of spot the pre-to-be BTS member, so that's fun. You know, I said I wasn't gonna talk about BTS in this video, and look where we are now. Like, wow, Ayana, I'm so proud of you. You have your priorities in order. Those aren't even priorities, I don't know why I said that. Okay, moving on. The last 2 songs on this playlist are here just because I think that even if you're not going to get into K-pop, you should hear them. And they are Spellbound from TVXQ and Hot Times from the original SM The Ballad. The only one. We're not going to get into that. And there you have it. There are some songs I really wish I could have put on this playlist, like TVXQ Balloons and some old school Shiny, but I think that those are easier to introduce to people that are invested in finding out more about K-pop. And now for some unpaid promotion of some pretty cool things. That was a really bad impression of Vanessa Bayer as Miley Cyrus on SNL. Sorry. Anyway, there's this really cool website called toonglue.net where you can put in any artist, even K-pop, I checked, and it gives you a map of sorts of like similar artists. Like I type in like, I don't know, B2B, and then it gives me like AOA and Gina and Shiny and Big Bang and like this little spider web kind of looking thing. You'll see it if you go on the website. But ToonGlue isn't working right now for some reason. It just doesn't work when I type it in. So if it works for you, then use that one. But there's also a similar website called Furzer.net, and it works just the same, including all the K-pop artists and stuff. I put both of them in the down bar. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Oh well. I put both of those websites in the down bar along with the 8 tracks and YouTube playlists that I made of this little song suggestion thing, which I realize now that I forgot to mention. I'm making an 8 tracks and a YouTube playlist of all the songs I talked about in this video, and they will be linked in the down bar. Yay! If you like an artist I mention, or your friend wants to venture more into their K-pop journey, just send them to those websites and they'll be great. Thank you, Matt, for tagging me in this, and thank you for watching, liking, and subscribing to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!